Good morning, potato chips. How you doing? Wee Paddy from across the shock. And first of all, I'd like to apologise to James from Twisted Assisted. I should have been showing more of this knife. I was going to be outside today doing a cut test on the outside, but the weather is not great. It was lovely this morning. Now that I've come out to do it, it's overcast and it's blowing a gale and you wouldn't hear me. So what I am going to do though is do the cut test. And what I'm going to do today is just show you what the knife, all I've done to this is I stropped it once because I've been using it, I've stropped it, but I haven't sharpened it at all from when it came. And there's a video, I think it's the next video back, that's how bad I've been. This sheath is absolutely fantastic. It has a small tech lock. I wear it on my front here and I just clip it in and out as I use it for around the caravan and for any job at all. Proper Kydex, really super sheath, easy. I've had it on my back and it's so comfortable you don't feel it. It really is a fantastic part of the deal that you're getting with this knife. This is worth money. So this is the little knife, beautiful little knife, 3-inch blade, 4-inch handle roughly. It's not even that, sorry, I'm saying that, it's not even that. What is it? There we go. It's in my video. It is just 3-inch blade and 3 3/4 inch handle. It's a perfect size for a little EDC knife. Now, you can just take this tech lock off and just put that in your pocket. It's perfect for whatever way you want to carry it. But the nicest thing of all is how it's been cutting. But I've left it to this before I do a cut test and see how it goes along the way. And the way that I check the cutting is on receipt paper. It's thin, it's easy to use. There it is. Lovely little fixed blade knife with a good edge on it. Could I get a sharper edge on it? Yes, I could. But I just want to test stability more than anything else. So I'm going to start and let you just see how does it cut through Paracord. There's it through one strand. Oh, look at that, as clean as you like. And let's do the double. This seems to be, let's do the double here. Here's the double cut. It really is simple. And look, this is where I want to, there's an awful lot of nonsense being talked about edge geometry. Edge geometry is fantastic. If you get good edge geometry, it will cut. As long as it's sharp, it will cut. Now there's a difference between a slicey cut and just a working cut. And as long as you understand that, this is 4mm thick, but it has a long, flat, down to a reasonable edge. But this is meant to be a working knife. That tip is a strong, and we'll show that in a wee minute, of why this is different than just a pocket knife. I don't want 2mm on the back of this. I mean, this is a small knife, and to be honest with you, I could do it and chop something off of that. Say I wanted to get through whatever, I can baton with it. It's that sturdy and strong, and G10 bolted together, just super. So how am I going to start? Let's do box cutting. Now, when we're cutting a box, we say we do 6, 7, 8 cuts to break a box down. So I'm going to just, like, this is how I would normally break some down for the bin. This box is a wee bit damp, I don't care, because I'm just going to use what I've got at hand, because this is what, I can't say I'm not going to cut the box down at night because it's damp. It has to get cut down and put in the trash. So you can see that I can do curve cuts with it. I'm trying to cut away from myself. Because this is everyday use. I want this test to be an everyday use cut. I'm not going to cut this video down. I'm not going to take the knife out of your view. I just want you to see that what you're getting for £69. And this is one of those starter projects. So you buy the knife now, and then you'll get it. Well, you buy it once it's reached its target, and its target was 20,000, which I'm going to say I thought was quite high. But We're over halfway there, and we haven't even gone 2 weeks yet. So, I mean, that is fantastic. And that, to me, that is down to James himself at Twisted Assisted. James is an honest dude who's trying to make a living, but not rip us off. I'm not saying that everybody's trying to rip us off, but what I'm saying is he is an honest man in all the dealings I've had with him, and he's brought out a great product. So I'm just going to cut like I do. I don't cut in a 1-inch. It's pointless to me. What does that mean in a 1-inch square? Now, other people do this for a reason. I don't know what the reason is. I don't cut like that. I cut like this. Look how easy that's gone through. This is 14C 28N. Sandvik steel. One of the best, I believe, non-powdered steels out there. For is its longevity better than most non-powdered? No, you can get steels that'll last longer. But this is an all-round steel, and that's what's important to me, is an all-round. So you can see where that's stamped. Then once you get through it, that's gone through 2 layers there. This just cuts. So I'm going to keep on cutting until I've done this whole box this way, not just the 6 or 7 cuts that we normally do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the sharpness is like, what to do if it's not sharp enough, because I don't know, I've never done this. I'm trying to cut at all angles. It is damp. And I don't want to leave too much of this box. I just want to keep cutting till you see what it's like. And this is a gummy box as well, I must add that now. Look how clean that cut is. And again, 4mm stock, flat grind, not a hollow grind, so it's down to a nice edge, but it's not a razor edge, as you would call it. Never been sharpened from it was made. It's just been honed. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's going against the grain. Oh. Absolutely. I just love it. It's so comfortable in hand. There's obviously no hot spots. This wee handle, I said that all along. Haven't had so many handles in my hand. Truth be told, I could just pick a knife up, put it in my hand. No, that's going to be all right. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be right. Now, these are the sort of tests I do behind the scenes a lot of the time, because how boring is this? I've got a floor full of rubbish. You're just seeing some old fat lad sitting with a knife. But I just want you to know this is the sort of test that I'll put through any knife that I'm going to do a proper review on. This is just a super little knife. Now, how many times in a day are you going to do this? Is just, see when you get a little dry bit, it is just fantastic. Let's go against the grain. That's against the grain. And the last bit of that box, I would say that this is more than 50 cuts at least. At least. You've seen me doing it. There you go. Last cut. Well, one more just for luck. I don't know how many cuts that was. I'm not going to count them. I'm not going to go back and count them. That's what it's like. There's what the edge is like. It is picked. I told you it was quite a gummy box. Really gummy little box. So, I'm going to show you what it's like on this paper now. After I've done that, this is the gum still on it. It's actually really sharp. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. It's just gummed up. Let me just get a bit of old rag here. Oh, aye. Let's get a bit of old rag and get the gum off it. Let's see, I wanted to do this in front of you. I didn't want to take it away so you could say, oh, you've cleaned it all up. This is me just, as I would at home, when I've finished doing a box that's all gummy. I'll take it back and just give it a wipe and see what it's like. There we go. Now, I'm going to hold this against the light in my window here. There's nothing on that there. Now, you can feel it. It's definitely You know, it's not blunt, but it is definitely done some work. And this is the honesty of it. This is me just doing it. It's done a little bit of work. It's not blunt at all. But I mean, that's fine. It's just more that there's bits of gum and all on there. I'm not worried about that. Will it cut wood after all that? And here's what we're going to do, is just cut wood, because this, I'm just got it down a minute here. This is hardened wood for decking, so it's not soft wood. Oh my good gosh, that's fantastic. That really bites in for a little knife. And I know this might look like I'm cutting towards my arteries. I'm not. It's just the way the camera's looking. I'm in front of my knees here, cutting away from myself. I hope you can see the cuts that are coming off that. I can easily adjust how deep I want to go, or how shallow I want to go. That is just super. I love it when a little knife like this can do a job such as this. Now, here's another thing, edge stability. And this is what I'm going to say. 14C28N is used an awful lot for knives that use wood. They're cut with wood in Sweden and Norway. It's a good stable blade. So what I'm going to test on it, sharp edge. Look how much that cut into that. Sharp edge. Look how much that took off the end there, just with me doing this. Right, so now I'm going to show you the edge again. Don't know where you can see there's marks where it's been not coming out. Yeah, you can see it's not, this is wood, so it's just a marking of the wood on the blade. Now, I'm just going to look down it to see if I can see any reflectivity, which if you're looking down the blade with the light, what you're looking is for light bouncing back up at you, which I can see none of. And that was a fair thump. This is just a wee tiny knife, an EDC knife. What I'm hoping that might have done is taken the gumminess off, because I didn't want to sharpen it or anything. Now you've seen that there, yeah, there's little spots that's probably got a bit of gum on it, but look. Oh, Stephen. It is still sharp. This would work on. And I know you know that because you're knife people. What I'm going to get now is, if I have anything here, because I'm so disorganized. What have I got in here? I have stuff everywhere. I have stuff. Oh, I know what I've got here. There we go. A strop, which I always have around me. So there's a little knife, and here's the strop. Then I'm going to put an edge back on this knife that's done. I don't know how many cuts that was, between 50 and 100, and I would say that quite confidently, 50 and 100 wee cuts just across, just normal cuts, not the 1 inch square. This is just it's only a blooming 2.5 inch knife, so I'm just going to strop it. I'm not going to do any fancy stropping. I'm just going to strop it back and forth, probably about 10 times, till you see how easy 14C28N is for sharpening. And this is not going to remove a lot of steel. It's just going to remove and refine the edge and bring the two edges that have probably got a little bit offset with knocking, cutting. It's going to bring them to a point so that this knife is sharp. So let's just see how that's done. I don't know how many I've done now. And as I'm getting near the end, I'm just going to get finer and finer to make sure that I've got down to the apex of the blade. And hopefully that's going to make it sharp. So let's see what that's like now. right the way down the blade. Hey, you know, it's brought it back. That's a knife that you could go out all day with. Oh, this paper is a bit damp too. That is absolutely fine. Yes, I could go on and sharpen this more. I'm really making a puckle of this. But it is absolutely fine and sharp. Another couple of strops and this will definitely be razor sharp and ready to go back to work. And I will not need to sharpen this on a stone. This will, honestly, this will do. You see when you're rushing something and when you're doing a video. But this knife now is absolutely... Let me just give this a wee clean. There we go. How do we test a knife? On our thumbnail, we let it bite and see if it cuts. Look, it's not sliding. Look at that angle I've got. And it's not sliding off it at all. Can I shave my thumbnail? Well, I'm definitely shaving it. Can I keep it on it? No, it's taking chunks out of it. But it's easy. I'm sure it's sharp enough. I'm trying to get some paper on. No, oh, here's some paper here. This is probably all wet as well, but we'll just take a piece of this. This is real. This is not me setting up for any magic trick or any trickery. This, you know, this is going to be a £69 blade, £10 cheaper if you get it now than after it goes into production. There's a wee bit at the back of that. Is just not down here. It's fine, but there's a little bit at the back. Look at that. That is a perfectly serviceable blade. And I haven't stopped it. I've beat it on wood. I've done the rope test. I've done the yards. I really do want to show you the mess down on my floor. But that's it. It's a knife. It's a £69 knife. Comes with an amazing sheath with a you know, a back to it. To be honest with you, they're probably £30 I would pay for these two, which gives you a nice knife at £39. Sits in it beautifully. Lovely retention, not going anywhere, and I'm not holding it on the sheath, I'm holding it behind it. Twisted Assistant and James have really come top of the class with this one. So you have to get over and support it. Go to Twisted Assistant. In fact, I'll leave a link below which will take you straight to Twisted Assistant and straight on to the link to support it, and all of the money you're doing is pledging the money to support it. It's about the first week in November. No, sorry, it'll be, yeah, 1, 2, 3. When does it stop? I think there's about another 3 weeks left before it stops, and then it will go for production. And then 90 days later, about the middle of March, you will get the knife in your hand. Go watch my video, the last video I've done on it. It's just one back, but this is a winner by far. I just love this little knife, and this will not be one that goes in. This is just a prototype, but when I get mine, I want it to be one that I keep and use because it's just the perfect size for me. Right, that was a lot of old waffle, but you've seen the knife, a strop, and it brings it back. I whacked that blade. There's no dead spots on there whatsoever. That's 14C28N. It is a fantastic knife for a little EDC fixed blade. Well chosen, James. Thank you very much. And sorry, Sally hasn't been too well. We ended up for a 2-day trip up home. We were up there for a week. We just came back down again yesterday. But just thank you very much for waiting and being patient. James, I apologise for letting us go on so long. But honestly, boys, Kickstarter, get over. Pledge your money now. You don't pay till the Kickstarter is full, which was 20,000. We're up to over 11,500 in less than 2 weeks. I think there's about 3 weeks left to go. Let's get it smashed early so we can get the knife sent off and get it back early. So if you bought one, go and buy 2. Buy one for me. Take care, folks. Paddy's away. Thanks very much. All the best. Bye now. Oh, this is where I've got to go. Oh.